Okay, boys. We're kicking off soon. Okay, so starting 11. I mean, Wolves are very defensive, right? It's going to be the only tricky thing. We obviously know how tricky we are breaking down teams with a low block, right? And it looks like they're fielding 6 defenders, so this should be interesting, right? Okay, we should win anyway. Let's see. Buonanotte is going to need a good game as well if he wants to try and cement himself into the team. Sure. And let's see what George is like up top. All right, let's go. Okay, kick off. Okay. Right, kicked off. Timer on. Let's go. Come on. So already Gusto's inverting into midfield. So I'd kind of like to see him more as a winger or wing back. I don't know if he can quite play as that sort of midfield position, but we'll see. Wolves pressing up high, but we do well to beat the presser. Let's see what Jorgensen can do at this game as well, right? Okay. Out wide to Gittins, but he wins a throw-in. Okay, Lavia does nice. Buonanotte gets beaten there. Wolves up high now on the wing. Gusto wins it, throw into Wolves. Okay, back to Lavia now. Lavia's already sort of putting his foot down in the game, right? They're not even pressing him there. Nice. Into Andre Santos. Let's see if we can do anything here. Buonanotte. Plays it out to Gusto. Gusto into Estevao. Here we go. Goes to the byline, whips it in. Nice. Andre Santos wins it up high. Pulls to Estevao. No. It was a nice idea, but didn't work off. Okay. Buonanotte plays it out to Gittins. Gittins on the ball now. Whips it in. You could see what he was trying there with Estevao, but didn't quite work. I mean, Wolves are very deep, right? They got so many defenders on the pitch. They're really trying to suffocate it for us. There we go. That's quite nice. Gusto to cross it in. Win a corner. Okay. That wasn't bad. That was a decent bit of play. Thing is, we don't really have anyone in the box who can win those sort of headers. You know, it's all good crossing it in like that, but it's not like we have an out-and-out nine or a big man to aim for, right? Flick on near post, but yeah, that's going to be a foul, is it? No? Play on? Ooh. Here we go. Goal! Nice, lovely. Andre Santos scores. That was a great goal. I think we won it up high. On his weak foot as well. Scored with his left foot. That was a great goal. It's going to be tricky for Wolves now, you know, with their lineup and how deep they are. If they're already a goal down, you know, they wanted to keep this game 0-0 for as long as they could, right? So it could be a long night for them. That was a great goal, though. We got 1-0 Chelsea. Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to turn my cam off then. Okay. Here we go, change that. 1-0 Chelsea. Let's go. Okay, Wolves up high up the pitch now. Gusto does well there. Oh, that's going to be a yellow card now. Wang with a foul on Gusto. I mean, those are dangerous fouls. I mean, it's sort of 50-50, right? They kind of both go at each other. I mean, Wolves are such a poor team, right? They can barely string a decent passage of play together. They can't get out their own half at the moment. Back to Jose Saha. Champion takes that. There we go, we're back in possession. Lavia's getting a lot of time on the ball this game as well. He's found like a nice pocket of space and he's just sort of dictating play. There you go, right, out to Gittins. They kind of got in the way of each other then. Okay, Wolves looking to counter now. Knocked it past Hato. Ooh. Jorgensen claims it. A block a Champion. Fuck. Jorgensen really can't. He can't claim anything, can he? Here we go. It's end to end here. Wolves defender does good there, though. Okay. So Lavia just on the ball now. Shot quite wide there. That wasn't going to trouble us. Okay, so Jorgensen out wide. I mean, Wolves, they look a bit out of ideas, right? They're just going to try and hit us on the counter attack, but apart from that, they're not going to be able to pass through us at all. Buonotti's down on the ground. Just get up, man. What are you doing? There we go, nice. Itin wins it. Into Lavia now. Just recycling possession here. Quite comfortable. Chapon comes out. Into Hato. Lavia. Tries a dangerous ball. Ooh. Nice ball into the box. Buonotti, it was going to be a tough chance to take that. Here we go. Wolves looked like they had a counter attack there, but we did quite well. Nice. Gittins into Tyreek George, but he sort of got out muscled there. Nice, we won back the ball. Andre Santos does well there. Buonotti loses the ball again. He's not physical enough. Plays it up wide to the left. Wolves going to cross it in. Jorgensen catches the ball. Let's go. He can catch a ball, believe it or not. Okay, Wolves looking a little dangerous here. We win the ball back though, nice. Jorgensen just smashes it forward. Okay, nice. Champion does decent there. Now it's Gusto. Gusto's fouled. We got a free kick. I'd like to see a replay of the goal again. It was nicely taken. Okay. Because with Hato and tossing now at the back. It's quite interesting. Lavia's almost playing as, you know, a centre back, how deep he is. And he's just getting all the possession and they're not really pressing him. So he's just sort of dictating play. But in possession, he's almost playing like a centre back, right? And the Champion's out wide. And then Gusto's inverting in midfield. But I don't know if I like Gusto in that position, you know? But Lavia does excellent there. Here we go. Into Buonanotte. Here we go. Out to Gittins. This should be something decent. Gittins goes to the byline. Cross. Goal. 2-0. Tyreek George. Let's go. I mean, that was a great bit of play, to be honest. Fair play. That was a lovely goal. Yeah, well, I thought we were going to win this game 2-0, but it's already 2-0, so who knows, right? Okay, 2-0. It's going to be a long night for Wolves, I'm sure. Okay, 2-0. That was a lovely goal. Lovely, lovely goal. Let's see what Twitter's saying. It's a Wolves player down here. Is that Doherty? Gittins is cooking so far. He's looking good. Just need to get the ball more to him. And he's sort of, they can't really keep up with him at the moment. Yeah, it's Doherty down, receiving treatment now. It's a shame there's no academy boys on the bench. You know, we got quite a strong bench. So I thought, you know, if we're winning this game quite comfortably, who knows, if it's say 4-0 in the second half, you know, let's chuck Reggie Walsh on, Schwim Waker, players like this, right? Who's exactly on the bench again? Have a look. Delap, Neto, Pedro, Caicedo, Fernandez, Fofana, Reece James, Cucurella. Yeah, it's a strong bench. I mean, I guess Delap can come off, right? Probably play 20 minutes, if that. I wouldn't really push him anymore. Maybe Wesley Fofana comes on, but I'd keep everyone else rested. We don't need to sub on any of the big boys. So it could be a game where we just don't really sub anyone on if we're winning. What's the point in risking like Reece James or Neto or someone like that, right? It's looking like Gittins is a lock to start against Spurs, though. He's been the best player. That was nice by Buonanotte, though. I like to see that. Came deep, won the ball. Here we go, out to Gittins again. I mean, Lavia's playing great as well. He's really deep, but just sort of playing as like that deep lying playmaker, just dictating play. It's working so far. Right? Like, he's so deep. Okay, out to Gittins now. Nice. He's going to take a shot. Deflected. Oh. Very nearly 3-0. Was he onside? I think he was. Let's see this again. I mean, it's Gittins again. Like, he beats his man. Takes a shot. Deflection. You'd have to say Tyreek George probably should score that, right? But well, it's a tricky chance, though. Again, they can't keep up with Gittins. He's just doing whatever he wants on that left. What are the other games looking like? Anyone else scored? Swansea are currently beating City. Okay. No one else has scored. Okay. What's the Arsenal lineup? Max Doman starting. Okay. Decent Arsenal team, though. I mean, if Swansea can beat City, you know, that'd be a great game to get next. Like, it would be nice to win this trophy, but like we haven't won it for so many years. Again, it's not really anything now, is it? Nice, we do well under the press there. Out to Jorgensen, play it out to Gusto. We win the ball up high. Wolves got a throw in here. I don't know if they're going to try a long throw in, but they might. Yeah, it looks like they are. This is an FM tactic, this. Launch it in. Nice. Tossing wins the first header. There we go. Throw into Chelsea. There you go. Wolves just aren't very good, are they? They're poor. Really poor. George does nice there. Kind of gets stuck under Estebao's foot. Plays it out to Gittins. Let's see what Gittins can do here. Tries a ball roll. Keeps the ball though. That's nice. Lavia plays it out to Gusto now, out wide. We just keep hold of the ball. Lavia in this position's playing great though. Okay, Buonanotte receives it. Lavia on the ball again. Out to Hato on the left. He's driving forward. Plays out to Gittins. Gittins goes for a cross. Nothing there. So far, it's all down that left-hand side. Tossing does well to win that. And look, Lavia's on the ball again. I mean, we're just all over them, right? Out to Gittins again. Let's see what we can do here. Keeps the ball. Nice. Beats his man. Kept the ball a little bit. Gittins on fire at the moment, though. Get in show. Okay, out to Estevao now. Plays it down the middle. Buonanotte, Gusto, Atto. They're going to play it to Gittins again. Here we go. Cuts in, crosses. Oh. Oh. Estevao kicked the Wolves player in the head trying a bicycle kick. He gets a yellow card for that. I think that's quite... that's harsh. Come on. He takes a touch, tries for the bicycle kick, and kicks the Wolves player in the head. I mean, it's not really... He didn't really connect with him, though. Come on, that's harsh. Cave Wang. They cross it in. Is that a corner? Corner. That's not a handball, come on. Okay. Wolves' first corner of the game, I think. It's not a handball. Okay, can Wolves do anything from a corner? They go short. They're gonna whip it in now. No, Tossing's there. Chance to counter there, but we scuffed our lines. But yeah, it's Chelsea throwing. Nicely done by Lavia. It was nice by Bonotte. Itin switches the play. Nice. That was quite a nice bit of passage there. Okay, Gusto out wide on the right. Into Estevao. Atto. Lavia. Again, I mean, Lavia in possession is almost a centre back, right? There's a few times there, though, Buonanotte, he's losing that sort of physical battle in midfield. All right, there we go. Gusto now in midfield. Out to Estevao. Going at his man. Side. Lavia. Gusto is going to try cross it in. No. Estevao goes for the shot, but wide. I wonder if there was a chance there. Gusto sort of did the underlap, went into the box. If he could maybe play him on there, right? Like Gusto makes a decent run. He could have maybe played him on, but I don't mind him taking the shot. Okay, Chelsea throw in here. Just recycled possession. I mean, Wolves don't really have anything for us. The best chance they've got is a decent counter-attack or from a set piece, but they really haven't done anything. They just look lost and out of ideas. Decent pass by there, Champyong, but the Wolves win it. But again, we're pressing them up high. He does well there. Nice by a Champyong. Santos on the ball a bit now. It's funny, like Andre Santos got the first goal, but apart from that, he hasn't been too involved in the play. You know, I'd have to say Lavio and Gittins have been much more influential. Santos took another shot there, but went well over. Maresca quite animated there. Okay, Wolves are going to go long. Toss in again, wins the header. Nice, Andre Santos wins it up high. Plays it out to Gittins. Here we go. Andre Santos. Oh, lovely pass, but Wolves intercepted it. You could see the idea, though. Wolves counter. Atto cuts that out. Nice. Yeah. That's all Wolves have got. They're just going to try and hit us on the counter. That's all they can do. Right, into Esteval now. Oh. Esteval loses the ball and fouls his man there. He's got to be careful. He is on a yellow as well. Who got booked there? Saw a yellow card come out. I don't know who got booked. Right, so Wolves got a free kick here. Ball into the box. They win the header. Oh, Wang had a volley there, but it goes well over. Decent chance for them, though. Probably the best chance of the game for Wolves. We just win the ball. Our press has been really good. Once Wolves have the ball and they're trying to play through us, they just can't. We just suffocate them. That was a nice ball. Foul? Yeah. Lavia's been greater, you know, pressing through the middle. His progressive play has been really good. He's just receiving that ball and he's so deep and he can just spray passes about. And, you know, Wolves almost don't know how to deal with it. Gomez gets a yellow card. A foul on Santos. Andre Santos. Oh, Wolves win it. Here we go. They're going to try counter now. Ah, what was that? Sort of passed it forward and oh, Andre Santos just passed it straight to them. No, he's not going to shoot from there, is he? Okay. Agbadoos shooting from like 40 yards out. I mean, we'll let him take that shot every time, right? Okay. 13 minutes left. It's been a pretty comfortable game. They haven't really got anything for us, have they? Oh, risky playing out from the back there. We got fouled, but... Oh. Yeah, Andrew Santos wins the foul, but very risky. If Lopez doesn't foul him there... Okay, out wide to Estebao now. Cuts inside. Oh, takes a shot, it's deflected. Or blocked, rather. Out to Gittins now on the left. Into Labia. Plays it over the top, but that's going to be a free kick. Ah. Okay. For sure, Labia and Gittins have been the two best players. No. Estevao's getting a bit more involved now. In the first sort of 20 minutes, we didn't see him much. It was all down the left-hand side, but we're seeing the right-hand side get a bit more involved now. Wolves on the ball now. Badu. They got a throw in. So we've got 2 shots on target, 2 goals. We'll take that though. What are the rest of the games looking like as well? Any updates? No. Okay, Swansea still winning. Come on, Swansea. We'll take that. Okay. That's a foul. Yeah. Gittins pulls him back there. Okay, Agbadu. Besting him up high here. Can they get past the press? Yeah, they do decent there. Okay. It's getting forward on the left. Whips it in. Champyong does well. They've got a throw in though. They're probably going to try a long throw in again. Yeah. We're going to try this FN tactic. Tossen has been winning all these first headers though, so like their sort of throw-ins and corners haven't been that dangerous for us, right? Let's see. Long throw in. Takes a shot, but it's blocked. Cross into the box. It's not really dealt with. Wolves again on the ball. Bonatti does decent there. Defensively, to be fair. A Wolves corner, though. We weren't really clearing that properly. We were sort of like winning little flick-ons, but it'd fall to a Wolves player, and then we'd have to block again. But they got a corner. So we need Swansea to win, and we want Brighton to win. That'd be ideal. Again, nice. Gittins wins the ball, but they get another throw in. They don't take a long throw in this time, though. Nice. Champyong does well there, wins the ball. Again, we're just passing it straight to them. Wang goes. They kind of fluff that. We're still not totally convincing defensively, and Jorgensen claims that cross. Nice. Okay. Wolves, the last 2 minutes were quite all over us, though. About 7-8 minutes left of this first half. Nice. Right, Bonotti getting forward here. Plays it into George, doesn't quite win it. Nice. Out to Gittins now. Gets inside, crosses, nothing. It was a decent bit of play, like 1-2s there. We probably could have done more. Could have been a bit more ruthless there. Okay, out to wide to Gittins again. See if you can do anything. Atto. Avia. Whips it in, but no. Jose Sarr collects that. We've been a bit sloppy though. These last sort of 10 minutes. That's going to be a foul. Yeah, Chompion fouled him there. Minutes left. Oh, Palace have just scored, have they? Double check. Newcastle scored, Man City have just scored. Damn. Oh, Doku. Oh, Estevao! But and it's 3-0. Lovely, audacious finish that. Just a little dink over the top. Let's see this again. I mean, this game's done now. If it wasn't in doubt. Lovely. That's a lovely finish. Lovely finish. Andre Santos does well to win it up high as well. Does he get the assist for that? But, you know, he creates the goal. But, you know, it was good anticipation from Estevao. I mean, this game's done. If it wasn't already done, it's done now. Three now. Steve with the goal. Lovely. We need to see this wing pairing against Spurs as well. I don't want to see Neto. I don't want to see Garnacho. You know, I'm going to cover that in the match reaction, but this is our best wing pairing. It's the most creative. It's the biggest goal threat. They're both, you know, pacey enough anyway. You know, yes, Neto gives us a bit of work rate for the team, but you know, going forward, he doesn't offer us that much. Not compared to, you know, Steve or Gittins. And if Neto was as effective as he was on the right compared to the left, right? You know, if he could still put in those performances as a left winger, maybe, you know, it'd be a competition for him. But, you know, Estevao he needs to be starting, especially in the Prem. That's offside. Was it not offside? Oh, Wolves had a decent chance there from a set piece. It looks offside. No? No, it wasn't. Big chance there. They should have scored that. It's harder to miss, to be honest. Very deflated stadium now, though. Okay. Again, Wolves lost here, right? They're just passing it about, but it's Twitter saying as well. Everyone's sort of raving about Gittins. I mean, yeah, he's been the best player, right? 3 minutes at a time, and then we go in 3-0. I mean, the game's done. It would have been nice to have some academy boys on the bench, you know. Sure, Reggie Walsh should have, you know, maybe featured. We've got a very strong bench. Esteval could have played Gittins on there, but just kept possession. Oh, wasn't the best of the clearances there. I mean, yeah, do we even make any subs at half time? Probably not. Just have the same 11 go out. Maybe 60 minutes we could take Gittins or Gittins for Neto. Or maybe Esteval if we want to rest them for the Spurs game, right? Again, they're passing it around the back, right? They're quite lost. I mean, Wolves have had nothing for us all game, really, you know. They're only a threat from set pieces, but apart from that, they got nothing. They're getting Wade as well. Nice. Andre Santos on the ball now. Buonanotte. Oh, that's a foul now. Yeah. Joe Gomez made a few fouls now. He needs to be careful as well. Should be half time soon now. Oh, the whistle, ref. There we go. Okay, half time. Wolves fans boo, but you know, it is what it is. They haven't been very good at all. Then they go into it, a goal down. 3 goals down. How's everyone else doing? Right, let's switch up. Okay. Wow, Palace are winning 2-0 away. What? Okay, that's good for us. Well, technically. I mean, to be honest, in Liverpool's current form, we'd rather play them than Palace, probably. Right. Arsenal Brighton is 0-0. Brighton have been all over them as well. Interesting. Swansea City, Doku scored for City again. Not too much created there. And Newcastle have beaten Spurs. Okay, what's the Spurs lineup like? It's quite strong. You know, Danso, Porro, Spence, Sarr, Xavi Simons, Bergvall. These are all players who probably play against us on the weekend. That's good though. Okay. So we need to root for Brighton and Swansea because we'd rather play them in the next stage, right? Newcastle or Spurs, it doesn't matter too much. You know, I'd take either of them. And it looks like Crystal Palace will probably go through. I mean, Liverpool in such bad form. It's ridiculous. So interesting. Our game though, anyway. I've dominated them, created 2xG. You know, what have I liked? I mean, again, I don't know if I'm still a fan of Gusto inverting into midfield. He's picking up some nice places and positions on the field, right? But he just doesn't look natural, and I don't think the Chelsea players are quite seeing him in those positions and playing it through to him, right? Lavia's having a great game, you know, so Gusto's inverting here. Can I was gonna say, if I could make my own 11, I can kind of display it a bit better, right? So. Oh. Toss. So we're sort of. I mean, Andre Santos isn't. He's pressing quite high up, right? So you saw that double 10. And it's almost, you know. The Champion's really spread in possession here. And Lavia's almost. You know, Hato's getting into midfield as well. And Lavia's almost dropping back and playing as that sort of, you know, centre back in the central role, which is quite interesting. And then obviously if they win possession, Ato's dropping back a bit more. But you know, with everyone playing up front, it allows Lavia to just sit on the ball and he can just sort of dictate play around here, right? And Gusto gets a bit more forward. You know, Wolves have basically run out of another man to press him. So he's getting a lot of time on the ball and just playing through the middle and just, you know, dictate and play that way, which has been quite interesting. So we haven't quite seen him sort of play that deep before, but I quite like it. It's working for sure. You know, Buonanotte, he's looked okay, but again, he's not quite, you know, showing me anything new, why he should maybe potentially start against Spurs. But he's not been bad. I think he's been working hard for the team as well. Esteban and Gittins, I mean, Gittins has 2 assists. Gittins been running the show, right? They can't deal with him. Every time the ball gets into him, he's going at his man, and you think, you know, potentially something could happen here, right? So, for sure, Gittins been man of the match for me. And Andrew Santos had a good game. You know, got the first goal. Pressed up high for Steve to get his goal as well, you know, without him pressing and winning the ball and being aggressive, right? We don't get that at Esteban goal, and it was a lovely finish by him, a little dink over the top. And then Tyreek George has been okay, hasn't been too involved compared to everyone else. You know, Estevao, Gittins, Lavia, Santos, players like that. But you know, had a tap in, but he needed to be there. Could have got a second, but it was a hard chance, right? So I'm not going to hold him to it. But overall, I mean, look, we're winning 3-0, and Wolves are terrible. They're playing with about 6 defenders on the pitch, and the only chance they've got is on a counter attack. So, you know, our bench is really strong. So, look, I think João Pedro, Caicedo, Fernandes, they're all going to be rested, right? Same with Reece James. So, maybe Fofana comes on, get him a bit of fitness. I suspect Delap, if he's fit enough to make the bench, will probably feature. I wouldn't play him too much though. Let's ease him in a bit. But if he plays 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't think much people would have an issue with that, right? And then Neto could play. Because personally, I wouldn't play Neto. I wouldn't start Neto against Spurs. So I wouldn't be opposed to Neto maybe getting 30 minutes. And depends if we want to, wrap up Estevao or Gittins and get them saved for the weekend. Let's see. But it's been interesting. We've completely dominated them, right? Let's see what Twitter's saying. Listen. Okay. Let's go on. Recent. Yeah, I mean, Gittins has to start against Spurs, right? Okay, boys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get a drink, and then we'll be back for the second half. So I'll be right back. Be back. Okay. What's everyone on Twitter saying? It isn't exactly what I wanted from him, direct from his actions to his yeah. I mean, the finish was disgusting, right? Yeah, such a good goal. Yeah, we could potentially go Fofana for a champion. We want to rest him for the weekend. Delap's warming up as well. Hey, so we need Brighton to win. We need Swansea to win, and then Crystal Palace are going to win. And I'm not too fussed on the Newcastle Tottenham game. We should beat both of those, but if Arsenal and City can get knocked out, we're definitely favourites to win this competition. So that would be good. What's going on elsewhere? Inter Fiorentina. What's happening in this game? Nothing too much. Juventus actually won. Yildiz penalty. I wouldn't be opposed to going for Yildiz. I quite like him. It's all the games, right? And then we got Champions League this week as well. Or next week, sorry. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a huge game. Odds. Okay, we're slight favourites for the game. It's gonna be huge, that. Okay. Second half should be coming up again. Let's go. I don't think anyone... Is any subs happening? I don't think so. Wolves have made a sub. Okay, so it's an unchanged 11 going into the second half. Okay, let's get a second goal for Esteban, and then let's sub him off. Let's keep him ready for the Tottenham game, right? That's what we want to see. Okay, second half underway. Here we go. It's going to take something special for Wolves to come back in this game, right? Oh, they had an early shot. They almost jinxed it. It was just a what, sort of flick on, takes a shot. It's a half chance. Maybe a stronger team scores from that, Oh, Champion does excellent there. Really composed. Konaté loses the ball though. Out wide on the left for Wolves. Bit in overlap. The Champion again wins the ball. Lovely pass out from the back as well. That was really done. Really nicely done by Champion. Right. Out to Andre Santos. Plays it out to Gittins now on the left. Gonna run at his man. Showed him a bit too much of the ball there. Lavia kicked it out. It's gonna be a Wolves throw in. You can see though, every time Gittins gets on the ball, something might happen. It's nice to have a winger like that who's so direct and just going to run at them. Okay, Lavio on the ball. Oh, Lavia, poor pass. Wolves overlap. Goal. Wolves score. We just gave them that. No clean sheet for Chelsea. Bit of a shocking goal to concede there. Again, it's quite poor defending, right? Well, it's going to take something special for them to beat us. And who knows? It's Chelsea, right? Anything can happen. Right, let's update this. Okay. 3-1. We don't keep a clean sheet. Give them the goal. It's quite poor. Right, here we go. Gusto now in midfield. Out to Estevao. Cuts inside. Crosses it in. Headed clear. Oh. There's a few Wolves players down. Don't know why, but... Okay, out to Estevao again. Gusto. Bit lackadaisical there. Give Wolves a throw-in. I mean, it's an excellently taken goal, but we gave it to them. Again, Wolves in the middle. We got Tossins there, though. Jorgensen out. Getting he sort of pushed in the back there. Should have been a foul. Gittins goes down, but ref says play on. Wolves throw in. Gittins is still down here. I don't know if he got his foot trodden on or... have a look here. I don't know if there's that much in it, is there? Yeah, Gittins looks okay to carry on. Alright. Wolves take their throw in. Gonna whip it in now. Oh, Jorgensen misses the ball. God. What are we doing? Jorgensen, every time he comes to clear the ball, he's not convincing at all. You're like, what is that? He should be catching that. That's poor. Ooh, that's a yellow. It's got to be a yellow, no? Yeah. Oh, there we go. A little scrap. Have a look at this again. I mean, it's late, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty poor foul. And then Huang Yi-chan pushes Tosin. Oh, he gets booked. Second half's been a bit stop-start, though. We haven't seen that much football played. A lot of fouls and then players down, you know. That was nice by Esteval, keeps possession. Again, it's Lavia really deep on possession, right? Esteval now on the ball. Back. Okay, Hato. 1-2 there, but we lose. We'll not say fouls and free kick Wolves. See, I would have liked Reggie Walsh to come on here. Jorgensen. Don't do anything silly. Just recycling possession a lot. Not much is happening. Lavia switches it out to Estevao. See, can we do anything here? Into Hatto. Hatto out to Gittins. Hatto again. Okay, out to Gittins again. Go on, take your man on. Oop. That wasn't the best across there. Oh, come on. What's Wang doing, man? He's just diving. It's like, why are you grabbing your face like that? Come on. That's a foul. Nice. Andrew Santos wins the free kick. Okay, I mean, not much has happened, right? Wolves got their goal, but Chelsea have looked a bit slow coming out into the second half. We haven't really created much. Wolves win it again. Gonna try whip it in now, would it? Yeah. No. Too much. There you go. It's gonna be a Chelsea throw in. Yeah, Chelsea need to wake up a little bit though. It hasn't been the best of performances yet so far. Gusto fouls him and it's a free kick. Wolves. They got an opportunity here to potentially do something from a set piece. Oh, again. They could have scored there, Wolves. We need to wake up a little bit, especially on set pieces. Not totally convincing there, are we? Delap's coming on. Fair play, he's got 30 minutes. Okay, this is nice to see though. So Gusto's coming off. Triple sub. Cucurella, Enzo, and Delap are coming on. Here goes. Nice to see Delap back on the pitch though. See if he can get a goal. Yeah, it hasn't been the best of second halves, you know. We've been pretty slow coming out. You know, with the triple sub, bring some of the big boys on. Wolves win it. They got a chance to counter here though. Out to the right. Corner. Corner Wolves. Wasn't the best corner by Wolves, but Jorgensen claims. Wolves probably been the better team though, in the second half, sure. What's the rest of the Carabao Cup games looking? Arsenal scored, of course. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. They just nice. Hato did well there. Nice tossing as well. Nice. But they had a chance to counter there, but we actually defended well for once, which is nice. Got to start my timer again. Oops. 63 minutes in. Cucurella throws it out to Delap, but no, nothing there. Yeah, not much has happened in the second half. First half was a lot more interesting. Okay, come on, we need to We need to be playing a lot better here, especially since the substitutions have come on. Bit of a lackadaisical pass by Gittins there. Not punished for it though. Okay. Hey, Buonotti on the ball now. Tahato. Out to George. Cucurella makes the overlap. He sort of pushed wide. I mean, he's being fouled there, no? Okay. Back to Jorgensen. You know, Wolves have definitely come out and looked better. "67 minutes gone." Strasbourg just scored. Nice. Wolves cross it in. Tossing does well though. Another cross in. Oh, what a save! Huge save by Jorgensen. Fair play. Strand Larsen. Bit of a let off there, you have to say. Oh, it's a great save. For as much shit I talk about Jorgensen, that was a good save. Great save. I think Wolves are complaining for a penalty here, but it's nothing there. Okay, Jorgensen gonna go long. Okay, Wolves. Playing it out wide to on the left now, but Austin wins it. Andre Santos is playing it out to George now. George isn't going to win that. It's being fouled. Oh. George is going to get a booking for that, I think. Yeah. Tyreek George, yellow. But the Wolves player's pulling on his shirt, so it is what it is. Okay, 20 minutes left, boys. When's the next draw? Is it after this game? When is the draw? Is after the game, okay. Wolves player in here. Another Wolves goal. Excellent finish as well. Are we going to bottle this? Are we really going to bottle this? What was that? I mean, it was a nice goal, but see this again. So no one's really dealt with it. It falls to him, and Jorgensen probably should save that as well. I mean, it's a good strike. Bending's poor. Flick-ons. We're not dealing with the flick-ons. Moller Wolf. There we go. 2-3. I mean, if we bottle this, it's going to be an absolute disgrace, isn't it? But again, we've come out into this game and we've been really poor in this second half. Not good at all. Okay, let's update the score. There's no way we choke to Wolves. I mean, surely Reece James or someone like that doesn't have to be subbed on, right? Just to make sure we don't lose this game. I'll probably get Fofana on. Wolves are causing us problems, though. Yeah. Which is, considering they're dead last 20th with 2 points, they should not be causing us issues like they are. Okay, Pedro Neto's going to replace Tyreek George. I thought Neto might come on. We lose the... What happened there? Is it a foul? I mean, yeah, he does take him out, doesn't I don't think he gets a yellow card for that, though. Strasbourg 2-0. Okay, so Neto's come on, he's playing right wing, obviously. Wait, Santos into Delap. Buonanotte. Is there going to be a corner? No, throw in. Arsenal winning 2-0 then. You know, and Brighton were all over them in the first half. Just shows. Just like we were all over Wolves in the first half, but we've been totally off it in the second half. 77 minutes gone now. Nice. Okay, Jorgensen's got the ball. That was a nice pass through there. Cucurella. Don't know if that was the correct pass by him, but Championne on the ball. Out to Neto now. Oh, what's the lap done there? That's going to be a yellow card now. She just like shoved him in the face. What's the lap doing, man? He's had 2 fouls. He's got a bit of a hot head, isn't he? Like he doesn't keep his composure very well. You know, a little bit of a tussle and then he has to foul his man. He gets a yellow for it, but Enzo just kicked a Wolves player. I mean, we've been shocking in this second half. Wolves corner. Oh, I don't know what's happened here. I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves do go on and get an equaliser, you know? Gittins clears. Yeah, that was quite nice. Oh, he's offside, surely. Like, what's Neto doing there? What a poor second half, you know, really disappointing. We didn't build upon anything, and we've just looked really poor. Okay, Chelsea throw in. Come on, man. Let's just get a fourth and the game's done. Okay. Champion driving out now. Enzo. Okay, out wide now on Neto. That's a foul. Yeah. Okay. Chelsea free kick. Just need this game to end, to be honest, now. They're not going to try shooting from here, are they? It's way too far out. Okay, Chelsea cross it in. Tosin probably should have scored that. It was a, you know, pretty good delivery. He rises up high but heads it quite well over. Probably score that. To come off his shoulder, would. I think it does. He should score that though. That's a foul. Yeah, it's a foul. Andre Santos had a pretty good game though. I mean, it is a foul. He pushes him in the back. Okay, Caicedo coming on. He's going to replace Buonanotte. Okay. What was Delap doing there? He's like he lost the ball. Oh. Delap's been sent off. Liam Delap sent off. That's a joke. I mean, again, what is he doing? If we go on to lose this now, it's going to be a joke. I mean, what's he doing? He's like leading in with his elbow. I mean, that's his second yellow all day long. You can't be doing that when you're already on a yellow. So stupid, man. Well, Chelsea down to 10 men. It's not the first time we've said that this season, is it? Definitely not. Uh, let's just get this over the line. Let's just move. Does that mean he's suspended now for the Spurs game? Or is it the next Carabao Cup game? I think it's. Oh, man, what are we making a complete mess of this game? Strand Larsen had a big chance then. Yeah, so Delap's not available for Spurs, which isn't good. You know, I don't know what he was doing to get that red card. Just ridiculous. So, no Delap. I guess Mark Guay's going to start, right? Yeah, probably. I don't, not going to be Tyreek George. Or maybe we go João Pedro up top, but I don't think Buonanotte, really did much this game to warrant a start against Spurs. Unless we play Estevao down the middle and we put Neto on the right, maybe. But we kind of needed Delap for that game, for sure. Even if he was just coming off the bench, it's just another option, right? Gittins on the ball. We're just going to try and waste time now, I think. Oh, Wolves throwing. It's just an absolute joke, man. Right, 2 minutes left. No way we bottle this, right? Surely. Surely we don't bottle it. Go. Oh, whoa, what a goal. Gittins, he deserved a goal. I mean, wow. I didn't think that was going in. Well, there we go. That's the game done now. If there was any chance of us bottling it, that's certainly been written off the cards. That was a great finish. I need to see that again. I mean, he deserved a goal. He's been the best player all game, right? Hato, wins the ball. First touch, just bangs it in off the post. It was an excellent header by Hato as well. Straight into George. That's a great goal. Great finish. Great finish, that. There we go. That's the game done. We made it a lot harder than we needed to, but that's the Chelsea way, okay? Chelsea don't make it easy. We know that. Okay. 2-4. And that's surely going to be... It's going to be it now, right? Surely. What the fuck? What Wolves have just scored? What the fuck am I watching? Oof, luckily getting scored. I need to see that again. I was updating the score and then fucking Wolves have gone and scored. Right, let's have a look at this again. There's a ball over the top. I mean, it's awful defending. What are we doing? It's just awful defending. What are we doing? No one clears it. My god. Right, let's update the score again. I think that's a brace for Walter, right? Okay. Well, if you wanted goals, you picked the right game to watch, right? Okay, 3-4. I'm sure everyone had that predicted before the game, right? If we bottle this, I swear to God. And it goes straight to penalties as well. It doesn't even go to extra time, right? And do you trust Jorgensen to save a single penalty? Yeah, I know I don't. Right? I don't want him in goals if we're doing a penalty shootout. Okay. Chelsea go long. We should just time waste now. As embarrassing as that is. Never mind. Fernandez plays it out wide to Neto. Here we go. Can Neto produce anything here? Ah. Caicedo just had a side foots it, goes wide. Right, Wolves are going to go long now. Let's deal with the first ball, okay? I know defending isn't typically what we do here, but come on. Again. These little flick-ons, man, we can't deal with them. That's not a foul. Nice by tossing, though. What a mess of the end to the game this was. Let's check. Spurs still losing. Yeah, losing 2-0 now, okay. Crystal Palace are winning 3-0, and Liverpool got a player sent off. We got sent off for them? Nalo. Probably want to get Newcastle. If we're going away to Newcastle, I don't really trust us to win that game, but home to Newcastle, I have a bit more faith. You know, Arsenal's obviously going to be a tough game, so is Palace, but you'd probably favour against Palace, you know, you would, but. And then there's City to deal with as well. What is this end to the game? Right, there's 2 minutes left of extra time. Or added minutes, right? Ball in over the top, flick on. Got the overlap, they're going to cross it in. Deal with that, nice. In hell, man. Right, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Hanging on against Wolves. What does it come to? Okay. Wolves going to have a throw in now. It's going to be the last sort of bit of play, right? They get it forward. Cross it into the box. Nice header by Cucurella. Another cross into the box. Deal with that. Ugh, Caicedo clears it. There's going to be another throw in. They're going to go long, probably. It's probably the last bit of play for the full whistle. Yeah, they're going to go long. Oh, here we go. Cross it in. Jorgensen caught a ball. Come on. He caught a ball. Well done. Right, blow the whistle. Ref, blow the whistle. Ah, come on, this is full time now. Full time, we won. I mean, what did I even just watch? Like, what was that? You know, how are we dominating first half 3-0 and then somehow almost capitulate and bottle it? Like, you know, like, how is that possible? Against Wolves of all teams as well. But it doesn't matter, we move. We're into the quarterfinals, right? But I mean, what on earth was that? Okay. So this game's still going on, but it looks like Newcastle are going to win, right? And City won, sadly. So, we're either going to play Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Man City, and it's looking like Newcastle as well. You know, I guess Crystal Palace is the team we want to face next, right? But if Man City go up against Arsenal, that's not too bad. Then I guess maybe we'll have to play one of them in the semi-finals, but we just made a complete mess at that end of the game. Right, let's have a look. So obviously Delap gets sent off. I don't know what he's doing on that. Just on his, you know, he could have been sent off before. He was making petulant little fouls. You know, we know he likes to get involved in like tussling and he's a bit aggressive, but you know, you've just come back, settle into the team a bit, but you're throwing elbows thinking it's UFC. You know, like bro thinks he's John Jones, throwing spinning elbows. You know, that's not how we need to play, you know, a game of football. You know, Gittins, unbelievable game. 2 assists, got his goal as well, you know, and won the game. I thought that was just going to seal it, but no, we concede late on again, right? So, you know, technically that won us the game. Offensively, we're just a complete mess, right? Shocked face, I know. What was that game? Honestly, what was that game? You know, I thought the first half made sense. We're winning 3-0 quite comfortably, and but to end 4-3 with a red card, I've got no words. Not what I predicted at all, right? Like, so what does this mean moving into the Spurs game? Delap is suspended for the game as well. Gonna have to be Mark Guay up top. But you know what we learned from this for sure. Estevao and Gittins is our best wing pairing. You know, Neto didn't look good when he came on either. I quite liked Lavia playing in that position. But yeah, Enzo didn't really do much when he came on. I'll cover that more in the video, but yeah, and I'll see Cedo, but it's a complete mess of a game. You know, I don't get how we can be so dominant in the first half and yet so, you know, just completely off it, really slow, not able to like any nice patterns of play like we were doing in the first half, right? None of that. So I'm going to cover that in the match reaction though. I'm not going to go into it too much. Like, what's Twitter saying? Let's see what everyone's saying. I think everyone's probably slating. Okay, Chelsea, Palace, City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Cardiff, Brentford. I mean, I'll take Cardiff. That should be an easy game, right? 7-year deal. Don't kid me with that. Yeah, literally, like we turned a 3-0 win into like a hard game. Alright, what's everyone saying here? Shit. Basketball, terrible. I mean, Palace winning 3-0. Huge. Liverpool, I don't know what's happened to them, right? Yeah, I agree with that. Saviour striker is a rugby player. Ah. Right then, boys, that's the game though. We win, we move on to the next stage, quarterfinals, right? The quarterfinal draw should be coming up soon, so when I'm recording the video for the match reaction, it might come up, right? Also, we might see who we're up against, but, you know, thanks to everyone for chilling, watching the game with me if you're here. Now, I'm going to drop the match reaction now, so see you then, and then obviously I'll be streaming for the Spurs game on Saturday as well, and that's going to be a lot more. I'm going to be up for that a lot more than the Carabao Cup because I don't really care about this game, but yeah, so it should be interesting. I'll see you boys then, okay?